Welcome to a bland background. Welcome to the last rites. I bestow upon you a weird room. There's a prison looking room in there where the Wi Fi is good. So we'll see if I have to move. Probably, right? Probably. Because I've just noticed it's pretty poor here. So I'm going to be in a prison momentarily. Who cares? I don't know if you can hear me. I don't care. I've moved from one area where I feel like I could get shot to another one. This one I feel like I could get shot in the daytime though, so it's a little bit different. A little bit spicy instead of herby. I don't know. Thought that would be a good thing to do. The weirdest experience for me was when someone the other night turned around in the street and started doing gun fingers at me. He looked like he could have a gun, but yeah, that's the weirdest thing. And I've just been to a fast food restaurant called Habibi's. First of all, I order a burger combo, chips, Coke, right? Nothing fancy. About 10 chips turn up on a plate, fries, and the shittest burger you've ever seen. I looked at the picture of the burger, it was weird. And then no beer. I had my Coke, but. So we fucked that order up. And then, yeah, it just took forever to get out of there as well. I was in there like an hour and 10 to eat a child's meal, essentially. So that, yeah, I feel good. I feel good. I'm probably going to have to move in the prison. 5 minutes ago, I told someone to shut the fuck up out the window. Now, I wouldn't do that if I wasn't up on a floor and also in an anonymous window with the curtain shut. I'm not leaning my head out in here. It will just come back in. I've seen someone blow their own head off on the internet. Some depressed guy. I'm not laughing at his circumstances, but I watched it. I watched a guy do like a 10-minute rant about his life and his girlfriend, and then he put a shotgun here and pulled the trigger. And it's surprising how much blood there is. Every time I'm surprised. I'm like, whoa, half the head went. And then we hear his like blood trickling out. There's no face. It's just like, that's what my head would look like had I shouted out the window with the curtains open. So yeah, I did a cowardly thing. Let me know if the sound's bad. I'm trying to talk loudly. Sorry about the coughing. It's still fucking there. It's extended conversations, it must be. Most of the time, I'm not speaking right now. God damn it. It needs to go. It needs to be gone in 4 weeks' time for sure. I've had it for a month, I think, nearly. I'm on the water. Did I have a beer in Habibi's though? I got a beer separately. So they fucked me in the ass by giving me fries and a beer separately. But that's how it is. I walked out of the last. Yes, my parole hearing. I walked out of the last hotel without paying for my extra night. I kept extending in this last one, and I just walked out today. Well, I went to the desk and he went, "Thank you." I went, "All right, bye." Bye then. If you're not going to ask me, I'm not going to present it. But then I'm sat in Habibi's eating my terrible food, and they messaged me, "Senor Carl." So I said to them, "All right, I'll come back later and pay probably. But be aware, your cleaners threw away my razor, my entire wash kit, and then the second time I let him in the room after that, he threw away my toothbrush." So we can have a look on booking.com. Let's see what they say. Sorry, this Carl. Senor. We will handle the case with our housekeeping team and will arrange kit at front desk for you not to be hurt. That's got to be a bad translation. It's got to be this has just come in. You can't fucking see it. God damn it. I'm sorry. Look at this. Sorry about that, Mr. Cole. We'll handle the case for our housekeeping team and arrange kit at the front desk for you not to be hurt. Good. They were going to shoot me for walking out on the fucking bill. I'm going to go back. Oh, you're complaining about the fucking Wi-Fi, right? I'm gonna move to prison. Let's go to prison because it was pretty good when I tested it. Let's move to prison. You can see where I moved in the other room. Please fucking be fine here. Well, it's weird, right? Because Wi-Fi looks good, but then you also get a signal on StreamYard, and that looks shite. So let me know if this is any better. I have left my water in the other room. But you know what I'm going to Oh, sweet. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to open another one. Just like I tipped that gin down the toilet this morning, I'm just opening another one. It'll be more echoey in here, reverb. And I'm probably going to annoy whoever's trying to sleep right next door because it's another weird place and it smells. There's a smell in here. I don't know what it is. Hookers, probably. Ugh. Poor man's cum. The bottles out here go limp like my penis when you start drinking them. There we go. It's still got one bar on stream. Oh, good. Am I still frozen, Kelly? Let me check out my stream. This is the fucking joke. It's weird because the white tech. There we go. This is fantastic. Every fucking time. Every time. Actually, you know what? I was in some nice places where it was fine for the most part. But I had to budget a bit and go to some cheaper places, and this is where we are. So I'm going to check the stream for myself. I'm still frozen with the finger in my hair. You can hear me at least, though, right, guys? I'm going to check the stream for myself. I'm still frozen with the finger in my hair. Good. That's good. That is. So what I'm going to do is just pop out. I'm going to stop my camera and I'll talk like this for a bit. How's that? Look at that fat picture. That's Edinburgh Festival last year. What a gross man sweating in a packed room. Believe it or not, you can only see one person sweating with tits and a gut. I'm thinner than that now. I am. I promise. The pictures this year will look better. Try and get video as well. God damn it. God damn it, guys. I was looking at how the stream looked in YouTube itself. So I'll try and come back on. Let me see. Okay, so it stopped the camera. You have to let me know if I'm back. God damn it, I feel like Napo. Oh my goodness me! Look at that terrible, shocking stream. I'm now stopped with a bottle of water, right? Gross. Well, I don't know what to say to you. I could stop. I could stop this and try again, or I could carry on just talking like this, and you can have an audio only one because it's weird otherwise, right? Maybe I could find a picture of me. No, that's weird. That's weird. I don't think I have one as well. So let's see what pictures I do have. Not much. Um, hey, old grumpy mama, thank you for coming in. I don't know what this is going to be. This is another Wi-Fi is okay, but uh, um, helpful. Can't fucking get spoken to like a Twitter space. Yeah, that's what you're going to get to. You're going to get spoken to like a Twitter space. And now I've kind of lost everywhere I was going. I actually had a plan today. Uh, um, getting around, and I just, I don't want to be doing that. I had a few the other night, and I don't want the temptation sat there. Oh, good. Oh, good. Can you hear that? Great. You know what? I'm going to move back into the other room if the camera's fucked anyway. All right, let me go here. You know what? There's noise everywhere I go. This isn't being good, but I'm here. I'm saying hello. Um, what was I going to say? I can't remember. Absolute nothing. And you can't even see my beautiful facial expressions. I even dunked my head in the shower. Sorry, that's a COVID breath. Hang on. I even dunked my head in the shower to wash it a bit because I was way sweaty before this, and now you can't even see me anyway. So That's weird. I think the neighbour could hear me shouting and then was screeching their chair in protest. That's what was happening here. I think if I can find a rather large or small bank loan, I can move back into a nice place. I've got to lay low for a little bit. I've got a lot of things to do, including I've got to go and sort out some visa stuff next week, hopefully, which I think I can probably wangle and find my way around. I want to. I've got feedback now. Let me close my stream. Is that in settings, doggy dog? Well, this is entertaining, isn't it? If you're listening to it, well, you are listening to it. You're all listening to it, so you're all in the same fucking boat. You can just listen to me with COVID and have a break now. Yeah, you're right. I did, but I'd muted the tab, so I don't know. It must have been looping internally, which is weird. I reckon that's what Brock does as well. The last two times, at first when he's been really echoing, I reckon that's what's been happening. It's weird because normally if you do that and mute the tab, it doesn't come in. But there we go. Shall I attempt to bring my face on again? Am I frozen? Am I frozen? You like the pulsating circle? It's kind of hot, right? Um, I'm going to Google how to lower bandwidth settings in StreamYard. Oh, okay. So you may if I stream at a lower. Oh my god. General. Well, fascinating. Oh, I see. Broadcast quality. I can't edit quality. Uh, it's on 720p. Oh well. Am I all the beings? Can you see me? Because I don't want to open up the stream now elsewhere. I'll open it up on my phone. And I wanted a kind of direct stream of consciousness today, you know, and I fucked it in the ass again. Well, there I am. There I am. Let's open this on my phone. Oh, it's awful, isn't it? But you can see me though, right? It just looks like I'm underwater. Yeah? Cool. Just give me a code word, and the code word is pineapple inside you. That's the code word or phrase if my camera just freezes up. And then we'll just keep doing this for now. See what happens. Not a lot else I can do. I think the loop thing is solved. Yes, what I'm broadcasting from is a reasonable one. It's the lowest I can go actually, and it's just what's coming through the pipes. It's what's coming. It's just what's coming through. I'm in a cheap hotel. It's big though. It's a big room. I've got two double beds. I've got kind of a big bathroom back there and a little table area. But you know, cheap hotels. I think the Wi-Fi is often piss. The audio is bad now. It's always poor quality. That's what you need. You need me just coughing. Fucking hell! I'm going to jump out the window. It's such an annoying cough. It just when I mention coughing as well, that's when it comes in. So no, I got some guy rabbiting outside. I don't know. It might be a construction site or roadworks. They're constantly just yelling, and I'm not far up. So anyway, yeah. Fuck. Fuck it. Yeah, this area is weird. It's kind of weird because across the road, you can even Google where I am. Across the road, there's a place called Bar Brahma. Brahma the beer, Brahma, and kind of a touristy spot. They hike the prices up. It's where I had the mojitos and stuff the other night. But anywhere over the road or outside is just it's a bit off, and I'm not looking forward to this evening because I probably will go for a walk tonight. You know, I probably will go for a walk. This is like listening to someone just die of asthma. I unmuted it to cough as well. I'm going to self-flagellate every time that happens. See? Yeah, yeah, I don't mind. I'm just going to talk to myself. Fuck it. And you know what? If it cuts out or there's no sound or video, I'm going to keep going. So yeah, I'm in I guess a broader area called Republica now. I thought I was there before, but I was kind of in between there and a place called Luz. And they have a lot of immigrants who just come to Sao Paulo. I don't know where from, but they decided to set up in a place called Crackerlandia, which is crackland. And I don't think it was. And where are you migrating from if you're setting up in crackland? I don't think it was far from my last place. So at least now, this area, you have to watch out. But it's kind of nice to go nice theatre and all that stuff, nice buildings. But then parts of it go really weird at night. There are a lot of police on the streets. They keep lights flashing and all that. They sort of park up the cars, sometimes double, and they just keep the lights flashing so you can see where they are. But there's Bard Bin Laden is around here. I should go there tonight, right? I should go and see Bin Laden tonight. Yes, I'll do that. And then, yeah, a mile up the road is where I was staying before. There's the tour guide of this area of Sao Paulo. Sao Paulo. Bem-vindo no Sao Paulo. Portuguese is getting better, but I don't know. It's difficult with accents and speed because everybody talks differently. So there are some things and they use different slang and all that, so I can't pick up everything. But I'm doing much better. Good. Maybe StreamYard does some stuff as well to try and regulate it. It's very odd because, as I said, the Wi-Fi signal itself appears to be strong and things are working. I'll try and I don't think I'm doing anything else video-wise. I'll try and close tabs and stuff, but yeah. Oh, I wasn't drunk the other night, but I had a beer and I did a list of things that I'm going to do on this podcast, right? And I might not do all of them on air, and I'll explain why. But yeah, I do want to set up a comedy night, and it will be called The Last Rites. But I've got to get settled. I've got to get in a settled area, or at least I could do it from where I am temporarily. But I'd have to be able to travel there, find a good venue, and do a deal, do some business, and it will be pretty good. It'll be a pretty good night as well. I'm telling you, as long as we can get bums on seats. But yeah, Jamie said to me, "Oh, you'll be sick of travelling when you come back and have to go to Edinburgh." No, I'm not. I'm not really travelling. I'm kind of living here. I'm moving around cities a little bit, and occasionally I'll move a few hundred miles, but I don't really see that as travelling. I'm kind of just living it and doing stuff. And I don't care. I've been tired pretty much for 2.5 months. I've just been tired. That's just what I have to accept. So flight. I mean, I could even. It might be more expensive, but I could even fly straight into Scotland or fly straight to London and go straight up to Edinburgh. It it could be close. I don't know the exact date I'm coming. I need to extend my visa because I'm almost approaching my deadline in about 13 days, I think ish, 14 days. So I need to sort that out fast. Um, but I'm going to need to find a place to go and live quietly and cheaply for a week or so while I do it, and then be whatever city it is here or Rio probably. I can then go and pay my little bill. You've got to have evidence of leaving the country, and I don't have a return flight right now. So I'll, or within that period, right? So if I buy a bus ticket to Paraguay, that's the plan, and there's my evidence of leaving the country, and I just won't use the bus ticket. But I'm probably it's for 180 days in total, another 90. But I'm probably only going to use about 14. So I've got to look into the rules. I think I can come back on that same visa in the same period because I want to come back in January, and this might fuck me. So I need to look into a couple of the little specifics and that kind of stuff. because I don't want to leave on the 20th. I've got to pull out a bush fest, and for that I'm fucking gutted. Um, it's highly unlikely I'm going to come back before then. So I'll look into some things this weekend, which I was supposed to do last weekend, and have it all sorted. And then, yeah, I'll be back and probably going straight to a fucking festival that I'm not ready for because I haven't been doing anything. But I'll be fine. I will be fine. Yeah, booked some gigs and stuff. I've got to start doing that now. I think one place is upset with me because I pulled out late. But I've got to start finding some good, proper real gigs. So that is what I'm working on. I am doing all that stuff when I'm not doing this. I'm not sat at home drinking all day, as evidenced by the gin. I do have 3 beers in the fridge, so I might crack a beer open. I'm not against it. I just wanted to get some agua, and this isn't going to be fucking. This will be an hour probably, if that. It's 2:20. Yeah. Yeah, I want to do some organising. Oh, I slept. I woke up 2 or 3 times. I had to check shit. I slept about 8 hours last night for the first time in. Maybe once when I was sick, I did that, or at the height of it. But it's been, I don't know, 6-7 weeks since I've slept more than a few hours, so it was nice, even though I'm still exhausted. I need a few of those in a row. Tonight's unlikely, probably, especially if I go and see Bin Laden. And then tomorrow, I will either pop up near the beach in Sao Paulo, in Praia Grande, which just means big beach. So they're very original like that. It's only like an hour from here. Or I will pop up in Rio, and then, again. I've got to plan all that this afternoon, get it all done, get it all sorted out. I have a few other. I could do some business deals. I got to do a little bit, bobbing and weaving to organise some stuff. But I think I could do that too. But then I'll be in the middle of nowhere. I'm just rambling at you. I'm not giving you details. But this is what's in my mind right now. I've got a lot of shit to do today, and then I'll probably have a drink. I'll see if I've got to go back to Rio, I don't want to go there past 10 or 11 a.m. because then I won't be up there till late. It's like 7 hours. So we'll see what happens. There we go. How is everyone else anyway? Yes. Yeah. Exactly. We all hate a guy that pulls out late. Did I miss anything else? Don't think so. I think the first 100 comments were just people going, there's something wrong with your Wi-Fi, face, audio, video, StreamYard, up your ass, tumor. You're driving me to drink, guys. That's what you're doing. You're driving me to drink. I think Dyke said to me the other day, you'd jump on if I was going along, but I'm not going along on this one. My voice is annoying me too much. Or not my voice, but the fact that I've got a cough like a fucking retard every few minutes. And now I've said it, so I'm going to have to cough. Oh man, I want this to go away. I want it to fuck off, yeah? I haven't done that since I was 13, or probably last week. Yeah, I'm just cleaning wax out my ears. Not really wax, the fluffy shit at the edge. I get a lot of that. Always give it a taste. Woo! I'll clean that out properly. Yeah, the cleaner at my last place took my razor, my whole wash bag, and the next time I let him in again, they threw my toothbrush away. Absolutely unreal. We'll go and replace it all in a minute. I didn't have time. Yes, if I die on the live stream, you will make my cause famous. Thank you. Thank you very much. That's all I... If I'm going to die, I need to read my manifesto, though, first. I need to read out my manifesto about, crisis actors, all that kind of stuff. I need to get it all out. But, again, the voice will go, so I don't know if I can even get that out. I don't know if I can even get that out. Yeah, I said to Jamie the other day, I need a sidekick. I need we did talk about maybe a lab with Down syndrome. We could sit on the bed here, and I could just talk at him. That would be good. 'Cause if I see his little smile on his face, it'll make me happy, and I am happy, even though I'm kind of stressed. I've got a lot of shit to do. What's the audio like if I sit back like this with my feet on the bed? Do I need to talk louder? I don't know. I just want to put my feet up and look at you, to be honest. Because I can see you all. I've hacked into your webcams. And I can see you all. Cat, come on, put that drink down. Matt, put some trousers on. You've never got trousers on under the camera, Chrissy. Take the snake out of your pussy. Kelly, stop drinking at work. I see you. I can see you all. So yeah. Jesus, that was a bit of an asthma breath that would take. Yeah, don't get shot. That's the plan. The plan tonight is don't get shot, and then if I survive that, I'll be in the next phase of this trip, which will probably be in a tiny little fucking Airbnb somewhere, unless I do a business deal. I have got to do at least 2 business deals in the next 2 weeks, and go to the federal police to say, "Can I stay, please?" But I'm doing some research. I found a couple of bloggers that have been helpful. Believe it or not, they don't all have blue hair and try and get upset. Some of them actually give you useful information, like how to extend your stay in Brazil. So I will do that next week. And if they say no, then I'm kind of fucked. But I'll find a solution. But yeah, the dream's nearly over. I say nearly. Hopefully, it's going to be another month. The final 2 weeks, I may well, it'll be a little bit more adventurous and do some more touristy stuff. I think. We'll see what happens, and then straight to Scotland. Nowhere the rest of August or September. Possibly the US in October, but I need to start looking at that now. So no, I'm not sick of travelling, Jamie. I'm not lazy. I'm doing shit. But I've got what is eating Jamie Grape today? He's drinking for 5 days straight, probably. God, I look a bit rough. Even though I slept well. It's wild, right? I think after like 6 days of dog shit, and then you sleep well one night, I think it makes you look worse in a way. It's weird though. I look better when I come out of the shower. Believe me. If I go and have a shower now and come back, I'll look much fresher. But it's weird though, isn't it? But it kind of, I look less zombie-like. But I haven't showered today. I just couldn't be bothered. I was fucking around and I just couldn't be bothered. But I made it on time. I started this on time. I've come across the city, I've had some lunch, checked into a strange place and all that. What I did was set everything up first for this, and then I didn't do the other things that I wanted to do, like go and buy some things that I can clean myself with, like a small lady. Not a midget. I'm not, I wouldn't. I have thought about it before. I thought, could I? Could I? Yes. I think probably I could, actually. I don't know what Uncanny was referring to, but that's what Chrissy said. That's what she said, right? Indeed and agreed. It seems to be alternating solo episodes and episodes with guests, so I don't know where I'll be next Thursday, but I will try. Give me 1 second. I will try and get someone on for next week. So probably be Tuesday, and when Fucko wants to change the days for the 5th week running, or whatever he's doing, then I'll swap. Tuesday or Thursday seem to be the good days. The good days to do this. So we will see. Oh yeah, the other thing I said, do more pre-record, not till I get home. When I get a proper studio set up and all that, so it looks better. Getting guests in person, maybe doing something fun in person as well. Not shagging, not having sex on YouTube. They'll definitely get annoyed about that, won't they? Yeah. I think they will. I've got a radio in here that's built into the wall. It's like it's cute. I was going to have it on for some background music, but if they've got American shit, I'll get a copyright. I might get away with it with Brazilian stuff. I don't know. But a lot of cause the radio stations are like blah 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 blah. So I can speak Portuguese. Blah 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 blah. So I didn't want all that shit going on as well. There's a weird aircon unit. It's weird. This is kind of like, kind of like, it's kind of like really modern, and they've updated the curtains or the drapes and the bed stuff. It's kind of really modern in 1996, I'd say. That's what I would say. It still looks kind of nice, but then when you notice things, it's just really old as well. So I don't know. Don't know what the bed's like. Haven't even sat on it. I'm on a little. Let's hide the belly. I'm on a little chair that I moved, possibly sometimes with the feet up on the bed. Then I'm concerned about audio. I am concerned about it. I did try and buy a USB microphone, but I couldn't. And now it's going to be almost impossible, I think. I can't. I don't know. It's just going to be difficult. But in the next 3 or 4 days, I will update you on where I am and what I'm doing, because it's all up in the air. And if I'm still alive, or if I've had to go around sucking dicks for rent money. It's not quite that bad yet. I don't know. I was thinking about this trip the other day. It kind of feels. I spent a lot of time not doing stuff. It doesn't really feel like a holiday, vacation. It's weird. And I spent a lot of time not doing things, like being inside. I've been exhausted and all that shit. But yeah, I've had my moments. It's good. I think I'll have it again. The last 2 weeks, I think it will feel more like a vacation again, because I'm going to remove other responsibilities from my life for a little while. I am taking care of responsibilities while I'm here, believe it or not. But I'm going to remove some of those from my life for a bit and just have a bit of a proper vacation before I come back and chill. I don't know. I don't know if I can get paid enough that way, but I'll try. I'll do my best. You know, I don't mind. Probably not round here, to be honest. Round here, it's probably like $1. So probably not. Yeah, I saw a few the other day. A few hookers standing around. I'm not calling them sex workers; they're hookers. You're out here hooking, you see. And yeah, they weren't good. It was not a good situation. So I ran past. Even if it was a good situation, I would have ran past, just to make it clear. But some oddballs, the homeless are weird. They lie right in the pavement, like just in the way. They're just sleeping there now. But I have been giving out water. Not today. Today I'm alternating between these two for myself. So if you are homeless in Sao Paulo, I'm really sorry. I'm not helping you today. Maybe later I will. Brought some clippers to cut my hair and shave. And now I blew those up the other night. I was in someplace and I plugged them in. Now the voltage here is 110 and it's 240 in the UK, so you can get away with the 220. Like it works the other way actually. But the only sockets in this one place were 220, and I thought, why in a country where it's predominantly 110 would you have 220? Anyway, I plug this thing in and I'm just buzzing this thing down, right? And I get halfway and I just hear it a I was like, well, that stopped working. I didn't know if it is the wall or the device, the gadget, and it was the clippers. I thought, fine, I've got my other razor, my proper razor, so I did a wet shave the first time in a while. And then the cleaner stole it. Unbelievable, they stole it. So again, they said they won't hurt me if I go back to reception and pay. I think it's bad translation. I think it's so I'm not. Hopefully, they'll just give me like a discount on the room that I owe them for. That is what I'm hoping for. tweeting abuse at me as well, Kat. Is this a live parole hearing? Yes. Sorry, I missed that one. It is. So yeah, that's the kind of plans what I'm going on here. I feel the coffee's just there, but I can't not do this. I'll get to an hour. I'm not going much beyond that. If I have another beer now, I'm probably just going to fall asleep. I put on Brock stream yesterday, had half a beer, and I laid back. I'm recently becoming so exhausted, I've just been passing out when I lay down, and some apnea. I kept waking up like. I was like, I better wake up. I used to get it. Weirdly, when I noticed it anyway, I might have had it for years, was when I first overdosed on mushrooms. Well, not overdosed, but took way too many in Amsterdam. And when I got back, I just started having that, and I'd wake up and it'd be all fucked up. And I used to get it the night after I'd been drinking. So I'd drink, pass out, then the next night, whenever I was tired, I'd start waking up like constantly not being able to breathe. And I might have it long term, which is why I always feel tired when I wake up. Another thing could be iron, right? But I'm going to get a health checkup when I get back. I've never done one. I've never had a health checkup. Like maybe when I was a child. I'm going to go and get everything tested. Test me, baby. As soon as I get back, I think. As soon as I can. Because I feel tired all the time. I get it while I'm traveling because I'm not sleeping much, but even when I feel rested, I feel tired. So it's probably just AIDS or cancer. That's why, if I Google it, I'm feeling tired all the time. You go, you've got leukemia. I've got leukemia. The hair's falling out. So it could just be like a really elongated cancer death that I've been experiencing for the last 20 years. Look at this. Unbelievable. That's me. Fuck. I'm gonna have to show you what I've done. It's soaking in. I'm gonna. Oh my god! I didn't think it'd be that bendy, guys. I didn't think it'd be that bendy. Shall I stand up? Shall I stand up for the crowd? I'm sorry, Mama. I did it again. Oh. I'm not. I'm not changing. Listen, I'm not changing. Right? This is staying here until I dry, until it just dries. That's what I'm doing. I'm gonna get a towel. Though. Give me a second. Mainly for the floor. Right, that's going on the floor to soak that up. Otherwise, my feet are going to get wet. You fucks! Look what you made me do. You absolute fucking animals. Look at this bendy bottle full of water. What an absolute fucking chunt. Yeah, very cool. A worse one than that I did years ago. There was something wrong with our waste pipe in the sink. So I took it apart. I thought I'm going to fix it and turn the water off. I took the pipes apart. I think maybe it was leaking somewhere. I don't know. But anyway, I had a bucket of water for some reason and there was no waste pipe attached. And I thought, well, I've got a bucket of water here. I'm going to tip it down the sink to get rid of it. And because there was no pipe attached, obviously it just pissed out all over the floor, which was a worse one than this. But, don't listen. The moral of the story is if you have a bendy bottle, don't bend it with the cap off, as an example to people out there, right? Don't tell you I didn't. Don't say I didn't tell you, because I did. I told you. I don't know. I think I've had a go at the homeless here enough. They're fine. This is sort of removing you objectively of empathy and all that, but they're extra odd. And you get bin. So if you put your bins out in the street, if you live in an apartment block or in a hotel, that you have to put your bin bags out on the street every time. There's just someone in the whole thing. They rifle through everything to see what they can find of treasure and stuff as well. Uh, I just don't see it. I don't really see it too much in the UK. You see some people going through the odd bin, but this is everywhere. Uh, Sometimes I've been staying in like fancy, secure apartment blocks, so I haven't really seen that. But yeah, being down here on the streets with the people, man, it is weird. And I did have a little car journey the other night to a bar, which I got invited out, and I was just very grumpy the whole night. But on the way, yeah, I had these nice little, you know, thinking about poverty and people and all that shit. I don't know. It's vague, isn't it? But in my head, I knew what I was talking about. I was just thinking about it all, man, just meditating on it all. But then I come back to the city and I thought, oh, who's that grotty bastard? Why has he only got one shoe on? Why is the other trouser leg rolled up? Why isn't it the same leg? So yeah, then I get straight back into that kind of grumpiness. Or if you try and take my phone, I will kill the pair of you on the street right now. That's those sort of thoughts go around. Of course, I'm not going to kill homeless people, but sometimes I think about it. It is actually quite cooling, The old I haven't had a shower, as I said, and the old balls they're getting a nice dousing now, which is nice. Always good to be doused. Is anyone else drinking today? What's going on? Is anyone else having a drink? Cat, we drinking? Again, if I have a beer, I honestly think I kind of want one though. I might get one. But I think after this, I'll just pass out, which might not be a bad thing. I might need it. I just need to organise a thing or two for later. And book a gig. Remind me to book a gig in London, yes? For fuck, it's so annoying. Because August is kind of quiet because everyone's in Edinburgh, although the people that don't go there run little nights. So maybe I want to do a lot in August and September, basically, like a shitload. But I don't know if it's possible. It's weird taking the time off. It's weird taking the time off from doing anything like stand up. I don't think I'm going to be able to do anything while I'm out here. Maybe in Rio towards the end. I found a bunch of clubs around here though, and one of them possibly, but with my logistics, it's just a bit difficult at the minute. But now I know where some places are. Next time I come out, which might be in like January or something, depending on this visa thing now. Fuck. I'll pre-arrange it before I come out. I'll work on it. Kelly's going dry for a while. I could do that. Cat's waiting. I could do with doing that. I'm out of ice. Waiting, freezing. Yes, cattails. Cattails. Yeah, this is one thing Dykes needs to do. He needs to take the fucking foot off the gas because it's every day. And he's not getting any younger, so he's going to get to, another 5 years of it, and he'll start having kidney problems, which he wants. He wants to kill himself slowly, but it'd be annoying for his family and his kids, liver and all that. I still love drinking, but I don't. When I'm not on here, I'm not drinking that much. The other night I went out. Actually, no, I'm not. That's why I tipped that fucking gin away because I had some gin. Then went out and had 2 beers and a cocktail, which isn't masses. I guess overall it was quite a bit. I need to take several days off at a time, basically. Yeah, and I still don't think I'm recovered from last Tuesday. I still don't think I'm recovered from that because I just haven't been drinking. Plug this in. Just haven't been drinking that many hard liquors until last week, and it really fucked me up. And I haven't really slept since, so I haven't really recovered. I think I've had evenings where I've been drinking and thinking I'm going to go out, and I've kind of gone out and couldn't find somewhere, and then walk for miles, and then kind of crash and think I'm just going to go back. I do quite like those nights as well. We just go back and have a soft drink and watch TV. Well, it's me. I broke me because I had two, and then the fucking demon kicked in. It's like I'm going to keep going, and every one that I make is going to get stronger and stronger, which is what happened. Um, so yeah, it's all on me. The next day I was rough. I was rough the next day. I think did I leave? I think I had one more night there. Yeah, and ordered two big burgers, but I had a rough day the next day. I think I couldn't do anything until about two. I don't think I really had any breakfast in, so I had to go out and get food about then. And then I thought I'm not going to eat dinner, and it got to 10 p.m. and I ordered the food delivery, the shit food, the good food. It's all great. I ordered this plate El Tambo burger. No, El Tambo was the Mexican I had the other day. That was great, by the way. The burritos were phenomenal. Yeah, I ate these two stacked burgers. Just like, oh, whilst watching fucking Star Wars. And the burritos had the nachos. You never know what you're going to get until it gets there, right? But they just gave me. I thought I had more sauce coming, so I had this one pot of guac with massive sack of nachos. Sometimes you get a few, sometimes you get lots of sauces. So I was just eating a lot of dry nachos, but then the burritos, my god, I had a chicken one and a pork, no, beef, different vegetables in them, spicy sauce, chicken one had cheese in as well. Oh my god, I had one and then shoved in half the other one and kept putting it down, but kept picking it up. And I think I even had the last bit of it for breakfast yesterday, but I felt disgusting after. Yeah, no. Now, we're all getting older, right? We're not kids. Tim Dillon has it right. You should drink in your teens and 20s, and then stop, and then start again in your 60s. That's what that. But it feels correct. It just gets harder, and yeah, but we won't. We won't learn. We won't learn. Yeah, there's no doubles, triples. There's none of that. They're like quadruples. And when I start pouring drinks to myself, it gets. Um, Often I'd wake up at friends' houses, and the last drink would just be like almost that much rum and this much coke in the top. And and I insist I need one more drink, and then I just pass out. Um, which is I think where Jamie is in his life right now. But hey, listen, every time I mention intervention to him, he just goes, "What about you? You fell over and cracked your head on the floor." Yeah, in December, and I'm not saying I'm a saint, and I'm not saying you know even a few years ago I was probably doing what he's doing, but you worry about people a little bit. That's all. But he's his own man, and if he's on dialysis in a few years, I won't feel a fucking thing. I would go, yeah, man, that's what happens, and then I'll die of cancer as well because of the 20 years of abuse that I did before that. So, all in the same fucking boat. Yeah, that's why I took a long time off the hard liquor because I'm a fucking demon for it, and I don't notice after a couple. I don't notice what I'm doing, and I start spinning out. It's yeah, and one I've mentioned coming off the booze before. You've said, "Don't be a pussy," or something. Yeah, you've got to take time off. You have to. It's not. I become a different person when I'm drinking all the time. Like, even years ago, if I drank for like 8 days in a row, I was just a different human being. Like, I wasn't the same person. Even parts of the day where I weren't drinking it, so I was just, I think, more selfish as well. More, I don't know. Yeah, I just wasn't thinking about much else about when can we start drinking. Whereas now, I don't really do that. I look forward to specific nights. I look forward to the drinking podcast, but it's just it's essentially me drinking on my own though. Because when you close the laptop, it's like yeah, I like specific nights I look forward to, and then but I don't think about drinking. I'm thinking about the hang, but then the drinking comes along with it. So I'm still a fucking alky. Don't worry about it. Yeah, Christina advertising pain pills, but she's in pain though, so that's legitimate. And that fucking Welsh guy, he hasn't been in pain for 20 years, apart from emotionally, and he can't stop popping them either. So we've got to get him off them first, and remove the enablers from his house. Which I've said before, he's got to leave those dream crushers, and one of them's enabling him. At the end of the day, if you're watching this, hi. You got to be strong. You got to have someone at home go and get off those fucking pills now and throw them in the bin, and go to the doctor and say you're fucking addicted. That's what needs to happen. But dream crushers and enablers in one go. Obviously, if you're in legitimate pain, take your pills, man. Don't be in pain. Don't be in pain. Yeah, there we go. Stop. Also, no one else call me doctor, please. Don't have to do it again, even in text. Oh, Chrissy, he may well be. He may well be. I think there's a lot of stuff going on when he's not on air. I didn't even ask. Yeah. A funabler. a finagler. Funabler. Finagler sounds a bit anti-Semitic, doesn't it? I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I did this for years anyway. I just sit around, and I still even do when I'm not on a podcast. I sit around talking to myself, but it's normally in whisper form. It's normally like, but yeah, that's what I do anyway. Got some music going on from the street. Don't know if you guys can hear that, but it's obnoxiously loud because I'm old. Yeah, it's weird. I haven't had like a proper night out here. No, I did. I with my friend for a few days. We had one night out that was pretty mad, but I had to deal with shot glasses being thrown at me. So that was a fun end. I had to be the fucking sensible one. I don't like being the sensible one. I got dragged out Friday and I was not happy. I thought we were going for a quiet drink and I had to wait at this bar and it was just like it's quite alright after a few beers, but and then I'm sat outside it for an hour waiting as well to get in. So I was very grumpy and unhappy on Friday. So it didn't come across as particularly social. But I was alright by the end. Yeah, that's why I don't drink. The fun goes away when you're sat with lava out your ass while vomiting in a bowl. Yeah, it's not good. I mean, chronic use of painkillers is like 2 regular painkillers a week or something like that. It's like or 4. That's chronic use, right? So if you need to have painkillers, that's good. But you also know that it's fucking your body up. So that's if you drink as well. On top of that, it's just double. And I've done too much. I've done too many drugs and I've drank too much for a long time. And I know in my fucking bones I need to be taking my foot off the gas on a regular. Still gonna get fucked up, but I can't do it because and if I was on pills, exactly, my liver would be coming out my ass. They'd just leave and pack it up. There'll just be a note on the bed saying, "Gone out to buy cigarettes, so you can get more cancer. I'm off." Yeah, when I'm 15, for years I couldn't I couldn't go out and have a beer. Right, I couldn't have 1 or 2 beers. Then I could for a long time. I could go out and have 1 or 2, or stay and have 1 or 2. Then I went through a phase again recently where I couldn't. If I had 2, if I could have 1, but if I have 2, I'm having 6 plus. That might be 20. It might be 10. Um, But recently, I've had a couple of nights where I've intended to drink, and I've had a beer, and halfway through that beer, I'm like, I'm not doing it. I'd rather stay in and watch TV, and just finish, finish that beer with a bit of food and jack it in. I know it's weird. I love it. I love it. I love it though. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. Two heavy duty, two regular, and double and triple. Yeah, it's a lot. Your organs are under pressure, but you need them. You need them. So yeah, don't add any other shit to the mix. In my advice. Look at me, fucking. Hey, don't party, kids. Nah, I'm not. I'm not that way at all. You do what you like. But yeah, it is weird. But we need pills, right? We need pain pills. Pain pills are good. Yeah, it sucks. It sucks, Chrissy. Really. I didn't realize until recently, like how bad it was actually with you, and still don't, obviously. But yeah, in my early 20s, I had kidney pain and a seasoned alcoholic. He was 28 at the time. Says just take a few days off, drink some water, that'll go away. Like you need, and it was I did, and it did. Water. Yeah, it must suck to be in constant pain. But there we go. I'm just staring at some toilet paper on the bed right now because I take it everywhere I go. I take it. This time, I actually purchased that. Another fascinating fact. Another fascinating fact. Right, I've been going 56 minutes. I'll go a little bit longer, but I may even open a beer. I'm feeling weirdly tired. It's annoying though because it gets dark so early here. It gets dark at like 5:36, and it's already 3. So by the time I fuck around with my day and do stuff, it's already dark. So I'm not really. I haven't seen much of this city apart from 3 or 4 days. It's nice though, Sao Paulo. There's some really beautiful places, some good museums I want to go to. I want to go back to that Batman alley, which the boys have been. The boys are in it from Amazon. They're in Sao Paulo right now, taking pictures of it over there. I think they've done some artwork of them down there. I want to go to the Museum of Football. I want to go to another art museum and somewhere else. Get some culture up my anus. And it's Dread Freddy's bar for next episode is Viv. Heavy fucker. Get light pets. Just get hamsters, Chrissy. And you fully feed them to your other pets. But yeah, if you got stuff to do as well, Andrew in pain, that's a nightmare. Like, come on. I've had some back issues over the years, and it does, just temporarily. Or I think I've got a long term disc thing, but no one gives a shit. So every now and then it will go. I just spend a few days lopsided. I did have a bit at the time, like turning up, like Harvey Weinstein turning up to rape court. I was just sort of fucked. Um, and I didn't take any painkillers for 2 days. I didn't know what to do. What an idiot, right? And I called 111, which is our like non-emergency medical line, and the nurse phoned me back. She said, "Yeah, probably go and get an emergency appointment with the doctor tomorrow." And I don't do medical care, so I'm like, "All right, I'll go." And I hadn't registered with the doctor, didn't even have a doctor. So I went and asked, and the bitch, I was in so much pain. It took me like 30 minutes to walk a 5-minute walk. The bitch on reception just went 3 weeks. I said, well, no, I was told to get an emergency appointment today, and she just went 3 weeks. And I said something like "fuck you" to the lady, and as I got angry because I was walking around like this, as I went "fuck you," and I fucking went out. I went down the wrong corridor, came outside, and then I realised I was standing up straight, so that the anger of probably going "fuck you" straight in my back. And I was like, "Whoa, this hasn't been here for a few days." So I thought, while I'm straight, now, while I'm straight, I can walk to the store and get some food because I also couldn't go out and get food. Um, So I got some more. But then I also brought a shitload of painkillers. And then when I got back, I started taking those, and pretty quickly it started to feel better. Although occasionally I get a pain there, and occasionally it does spasm out. So I think from my Google research, because I haven't been to the doctor about it, it's a compressed disc that eventually it's going to get worse. But when it does, I'm going to get an MRI immediately and go and have physio and all that stuff. So I will be taking care of it next time. But yeah, that was a painful one. Well, snakes are weird pets, Chrissy. I saw a clip from an episode of Cops from the 90s, and some little weird guy had a house full of snakes. And the cop was like, I'm not fucking. No. Yeah, they opened a closet door, and there was just a massive pregnant something on the floor. And he's like, no, I'm done. I'm done. What you gonna do when they come for you? I used to love cops. Interviewing the cops, like, well, I'm a cop because my daddy was a cop. And yeah, just watching the crackheads getting chased around. Not as good as Dog the Bounty Hunter, though. Dog the Bounty Hunter was amazing. There's fear and darkness all around you. The criminals are on the run. And they're hiding in the dark. They'll hunt you down because I'm the dog. Oh, you saw the cops clip? Yeah, it's going around Twitter earlier. I don't know who posted it. Wild times, wild time. I think I'm hydrating now on nerves. One last. All bunged up as well still here. And the old sinuses. So yeah, I did feel a bit. I forgot actually, but I did feel a little bit sick last night again. I was like, here we go again. So that was another reason I didn't do much. So maybe I've just got a little bit of a cold, or I might just have COVID for the third time, which would be good. Also, Napo gets me in trouble with Kiara earlier, right, on his show. I just went evidence, right, mocking the fact that there's evidence this guy's a devil worshipper, and it's like, what evidence, right? That's what I meant. And he goes, look, Carl's calling you dense. No, I wasn't. No, I was not. So yeah, I didn't. I wasn't calling her dense. I've been there. 15 years ago, I was. Yeah, I was there. I was going to the wrong sources for information, but there we go. But who gives a fuck as well? There is a group of people that think I don't think it's anything official, but it's around religion, right? That Satanism is actually the good thing, and we were kind of tricked into the other thing, saying that was good. But yeah, satanic worship is actually it's a positive thing. I can't remember whether it's an official group or several. It's quite interesting. You need to listen to more Duncan Trussell, I think. I always forget though. I always forget the metaphors, but yeah, it's weird. Weird. And maybe it's all related to the phenomenon, right? That's attached to UFOs. Maybe it's all related to that. That's another thing to consider. Hey. Burrow in the closet, yeah, and he's just like, I got a bunch of snakes, man. Look how many snakes I got. And the cop's like, no. Yeah, to really be, unless you've had an experience, I guess. But I guess some people have, or what they think is an experience. But yeah, it is. I like thinking about all that stuff, and the UFO thing for me. You can kind of lean into more stuff, but I'm always trying to really ground it in what's actually happened and what is happening, and limit to that, not talk about aliens or other stuff. But there are some real serious people, and I'll send some of this stuff to Napa as well. I don't think you'll get all of them on, but you might be able to get someone to talk about it. There are people in, you know, defense, intelligence, and serious people that do talk about more paranormal things happening that have been associated to things like UFOs and stuff as well. So maybe it's all the same thing. It could be perceptual. It could be perceptual in that we can only see a very limited visual range and hear at a very limited audible range, or dimensional. And things are kind of moving in and out, phasing in and out. But who the fuck knows? I don't fucking know, and I'm not claiming to know. I just find it interesting, and I find a lot of Buddhism interesting as well. But again, I've never read. I've never read. I'm not Inman. I've never read stuff on Buddhism. I've listened to like Duncan Trussell talk about it, but he's well into it. But the way he does have some really good metaphors for some of it as well, sort of modern metaphors. So I don't know. I don't. I don't think I'd ever blindly believe or follow anything really. Apart from there's no way that passport falls out of that plane and lands on the rock like this, right? I almost started a conspiracy podcast a few years ago. Do you know what it's going to be called? Carl Spiracy. I nearly did it. I even got the logo. I think I've still got the logo. But it's just one of those things I never had time to do. But it'll be like a more as grounded as possible approach to even some of the crazy shit, but talk about it, but then go, is there, and then you can just kind of go, not really, there's really fucking any evidence for that, but all there is for this. But it's one of those things that just takes so much research, and the same with the UFO thing. It would take so much reading and prep for each episode, and or you could get guests on and stuff, and it's another sort of niche to have, both of them really, that could get bigger quite quickly, but it takes so much work, and there's so much drama and bullshit in both of those areas that I don't want to deal with that. So, yeah, I'll sit here and talk to you guys. I'll evolve this as well. I've been talking about it a long time. I want to have a lot of different things on this channel, basically. So we'll see. Conspiracy Man. Yeah, so that's not a bad one as well, right? I kind of like Carl Conspiracy, though. Conspiracy Man. All right. Listen, we'll put it on the back burner. I've got ADHD, probably. I've got a million ideas, and a lot of them are in various, folders and all that shit. So, Conspiracy Man. Yeah, and if I get time, I'll do something with the UFO stuff as well. But I don't want to do something that's samey. I don't want to be speaking to the same people and discussing the same stuff all the time. It is interesting to me, but I'd rather do something a bit different, and I don't know what that is. So that's another thing. I know enough to know I don't know. Yeah, well, no, the more you know about anything, the less you know, the less you understand. Any science or anything, the more, if you're honest, the more you learn, you realize the less you know about the thing. Whatever you can have more knowledge about a very specific area, but it's just more and more and more and more questions. Like, what about this? What about this? What about this? It is weird. That's why there are paradigm shifts every so often in different fields, like big jumps, because people go, fuck me, we've been doing all this kind of wrong. What about this? And then it's slow. It's slow. So when you just watching a few YouTube videos or reading a few books, that's a start. But it's then probably a 30-year commitment to try and have some kind of expertise, and even that might be off. So it's that kind of thing. It's tough, but I love it. I love it, but it is getting time. And I thought I'd read more here. I brought a physical book here. I was on one bus journey that I might take again soon. That I've read quite a lot of it, but it's just sitting down. Even the Audible stuff, I didn't ever listen to Stanhope's "This Is Not Fame" or read it. So I started listening to that last month, and listened to like 8 hours of it, but I haven't been back to it in a month. Just I don't know. I consume a lot of shit, and I think about a lot of shit, and I'm writing a lot of shit, and these as well. And it takes a bit of energy, so then I don't always have the energy to listen to stuff as well. keep an open mind. It's hard, yeah. And it's also hard with the timing. You get so many containers in life, right? And it's close to a suicide note that I once read, but you get so many containers. You can only put so much shit. You got work, you got food, you got life, you got relationships, you got this, blah blah. You've only got so much, and that's another reason why I didn't in December. I thought I'm doing the UFO thing properly, and I'm doing this thing properly, and then I just thought I'd concentrate on other stuff. It's just the energy has to. You've got limited energy, and it has to go where you need it to go. And even if there's two or three places you want it to go, you can't always do it until you can change other areas of your life or like advance other areas of your life where you get a bit more like, oh, I can kind of relax on that now. Now there's some time for this. Whatever it might be. Not necessarily creating something, but just reading and learning about something. Uh, yeah, there's a million things I want to learn about and read and learn before I die. And I probably won't get the time. It's going to annoy you, isn't it? If you have time, it'll be like, fuck, I never watched that last episode of Better Call Saul. I never I never researched Buddhism properly. I never did this. As you're being raped to death in a drain. It's like I never watched that last episode of how did they get Walter White back into it? I imagine that was my dramatic rendition of being raped to death in a drain. But you just got to imagine the turds that are floating past your face as well, like a glove. Because he's taking the glove off. There's no need for hygiene at that point. I'm going to be. Go fuck yourself. Well, I've only got three, so I can't get mad anyway. I might even sip it. Yeah, it's Bar Brahma that's just across the street. It looks like shit from the outside, but it's actually quite nice on the inside. It is a bit beansy. And those places where you get a card and you pay on the way out. Um, it was really nice the other night when I went in there because there's a guy playing piano and stuff, and he was playing all kinds of. I think it ended on Coldplay or something. He's playing Brazilian stuff, but it was his own cover of everything. It was really nice, but then as soon as I fucking sat down, he stopped because it was like 11:30 at night. So I could pop over there tonight if it's only over the road. But they look like they've got some nice food in there as well. So maybe I'll treat myself to a nice steak or something later. We will see what happens. I'll try and be more prepared for these. I always go off on little weird stuff, but when I used to do just an audio thing, I used to have a list of things, and I'll try and talk about all those things, and then I'll talk about getting raped in a drain as well, or instead, we just have a bit of a framework. The worst one I did was probably that one in the corridor where I'm trying to get Wi-Fi signal. I can't. One thing about being eventually in my own place somewhere will just be having solid like Ethernet driven Wi-Fi. not Wi-Fi, internet, high performance, just plugged in. And there is a place by the beach, a really cheap place, but they claim they've got Ethernet, so you never know until you get there. And some of these things we haven't got Wi-Fi, but yeah, well, I found a really nice place by another beach, really nice apartment. I thought I'll go for this. They didn't have Wi-Fi. It's like I could probably do without Wi-Fi for a few days or something if I, made sure that I didn't need to do anything with it. But yeah, it's weird. Get Wi-Fi for your place if you're renting it out. It's wild. But it's a really nice apartment, like in one room pretty much, but it really modern and nice. So yeah, all for my ideas from when I purchased somewhere in Brazil to rent out. Oh, which probably will happen, even if I do it illegally via a third party. Someone's banging on the wall. Probably don't like me talking about Brazil this way. The worst one was when I was in the hotel with what I now suspect to be COVID, and the Wi-Fi was shit when I had to sit on the floor, and there was construction in the hall in the room across. They were building two new rooms basically right across from me. That was probably the worst. That's why I left the city. That's why I came back here. I just ran away. I was like, I don't. I had such a bad experience the second time. But it's weird because I know people. I'm gonna same old shit. Shut your mouth, Carl. Stop complaining. I'm alive. I have a beer. I'm talking to myself. What more do you need? Love. No, 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 no. God, I do look rough though. I need that shower. Is what I need. I need that shower. I think this was episode 76 anyway. I think it's the first one since, that's what I named it. It's the first one since the drinkathon, which I'll call it now, the drinkathon. Lots of engagement. I think we had, yeah, like 500 odd comments, and it was nice. And people were watching it, so I said 9 fucking hours. Not all of it, but, weird. I've only scrubbed into a couple of late places and I'm far too drunk. I'm conscious and I'm not passing out or anything, but I'm just. But I didn't fall asleep. I still didn't fall asleep. At the end of that, we still went to the end. Yeah, the coughing's getting worse. What's annoying? I just cracked open a beer. Now, like, my coughing's getting worse. So, yeah, plenty of admin to do in the next couple of hours, and then it'll be dark. And I always go through this thing, given I'm on my own. Do I want to eat a proper meal, or do I just get a fucking shit sandwich or whatever from the store? Because I had my Habibis today. At some point, I will be getting a bucket of chicken, a large bucket of chicken, and I'll have a man bring that bucket of chicken to my door. I know what will happen the next day. The next day, I will literally. What I should do, I'll shit myself. What I should do though is just start putting in the description "man dying of cancer" and trying to hang on. That'll get us some viewers, right, and some subscribers. Because they go, oh, he's looking rough. He can't breathe. He's coughing a little bit. We could just lie about me having cancer, you know. I'm just trying to keep going, man. Get on some of those morning shows so your fucking grandma can watch me. That whore. And we all know she's had a pussy eating more than anyone else. Unbelievable. I could do that. Yeah, I get these small bursts of energy. And I'm like, nah. But I can walk for miles with like multiple bags attached to me. That's fine. I can walk for like 2 hours with a lot of weight attached to me. Um, the legs are getting strong. But I can't talk for more than fucking 10 seconds without feeling like an absolute turd. I don't even know what that was. I think it was a hiccup. I think I hiccuped and burped at the same time. I mean, can I think of any stories? I did record a last shite, but I didn't put it up ever. I recorded it like 6 weeks ago at the beach as well, but it's probably bad audio, and I could never get it. It was I could never get it up. StreamYard was complaining about it being the wrong type. What I could do is try and upload it directly to YouTube, maybe if the audio is okay. I'll have to check. Um, yeah, I could end up just sending it directly to YouTube. I might be doing some of that as well on my channel, my channel, just to do stuff on there. So yeah, I'll think about chopping and changing. All right, what else did I? Let me have a look here in G Drive. Google Drive, where Google will sell all my personal information to China so they can sell to advertisers to sell back to me. So when I mention something, I see an advert for a leather jacket. Ah, there it is. What else did I say in this fucking list? Frankie, 5 minutes with Frankie Minutes will be coming to the channel. That I'm not sure of, and I'll tell you why. I'm still doing it, but solo rant episode, lightly short. Also, both these pre-recorded. Yeah, I'll have a conversation. I'm doing them, but once I've more studio set up, in-person comic chats, maybe a 1 minute set. Yeah, we could do like a Letterman thing where we get the guest on if he's in the place to do a bit of stand-up, right, for 1 minute. I don't know if it'll work. Maybe you have to get a little audience. And a comedy night. One, I made it up as I wrote it. Yes, doing this and that. Doing this, so if I don't, I can rightly be labelled a failure. Yes. Live shows will still happen. Yes. Streams, I mean. Movie watch along is coming. Yep, and we'll do the first movie watch along. When I kept pushing it back and back, it's actually in for the end of this month. So what if I speak to the boys? What we might try and do, if I'm somewhere with reasonable Wi-Fi, which I will be actually, I will be. We can pre-download the film so we can have a hard copy of it. So we're not streaming that as well in case there are any issues. So I'll try and do Predator at the end of this month, basically with Brock and Jamie, and do some. God, I need to look into my Amazon affiliate account. Okay. Yeah, I've got a sponsor for another podcast which I'm going to port over, but that's only for the UK. Twitch only streams, and I said with some interactive writing, but I don't know. It's something like that. I might do something once a month, just on Twitch, where we get people engaged with something. And writing could be interesting, right? Maybe I could have a premise and write something small, and then give you guys the premise in the chat and see what you come up with. And I'll steal it. I'll use it if it's good, right? Fuck, what are you gonna do about it? Go fuck yourself. Merch, yes, we haven't got a little bit of merch, but it's so expensive when you get these drop shippers. It's so expensive for people, I don't want to, and we wouldn't make that much money on it. It's not even on the smallest profit margin. If things are still expensive, so you make a few pence. And 11, stop reading this and do something productive. Oh yeah, there we go. So the Frankie Millets and the solo rant episodes. Obviously, there'll be solo rant episodes. Frankie Millets and some of the short ones I might port over to the other channel, like the channel of my name, just to have stuff going on there. But yeah, I'll work on some stuff. But this will have this interviews, this stuff, and yeah, I've got to work out what's going where in the fucking Mind Network. But not the Mind Dog Network. That's just the Dykes a Man until we get fired. And we need to have a meeting with Napo, but Jamie's drunk for the entire fucking week, the next few days, so we'll try and sort that out. So I don't know, there might be some news. I don't know. We'll have to see. US trip. Yeah, I have got my mind set on October, and I think I can probably do it. I think the dates might work out if I come mid-October. And then I might be able to stay a while rather than just come for 2 weeks. Not 3 months, but I might be able to come out for a month or something. I don't know. I'll have to figure it out. Bump around a little bit, but New York and probably Austin will happen anyway, regardless of anything else that happens around the location. Which I don't know anything about. I'll probably go there anyway for a week. Try and do some stand-up. LA, I don't know. My friend from LA is going to be in Texas, so might meet her there. So I don't know if I'll go there. I intended to, just to at least go to the Comedy Store, to feel the energy. But I don't know if I could be bothered. I've got friends elsewhere that I could go and visit. So it's just, I don't know if I'll meet up with Brock. I don't know. I was thinking about that for a trip after this, maybe for next year. But who knows? We can see what goes on. Yeah, US, I think, will be an interesting one. It'll be busier. I'll be doing more stand-up, I think, and just, drinking stand-up podcasts. Ladies. That's a joke, by the way. Men! I didn't mean to come back up and go, man. But I did. That's what happened. Man. You fucks are not keeping me up for 3 hours. You are not. I remember one day before in Brazil, I did that. Nearly 4 hours. Um, get talking in the chat, guys. Get talking in the chat. Give me something to talk about. So it's like constant moving. So do I want a permanent home? Could I just live as a traveller? Like I'm a gypsy now. I think I'm. Yeah, I might have some issues, but I think I could do some of it. And then I'll come back to South America in like January or February, depending on this visa thing. And next year back to the States to do some more stuff. So yeah, I don't know. I'll be traveling a lot. That's the benefit. I keep muting, by the way, if you just listen to this because I could, keep coughing basically. But yeah, that's the benefit of not having dream crushers. And even if I get a dream crusher, I'll make sure it's one that's cool with traveling. But I select a long-term one. I'm going to wrap this off. I'm going to wrap it up at 90 minutes, which is in 4 minutes. I'll put this back in the fridge and I'll drink it later. I'm starting to get fucking little worms in my brain now. I've got a bunch of stuff to do and reply to and all that stuff as well. But as always, appreciate you guys hanging out. I thought I would pop in today. Hopefully next week I'll have brilliant Wi-Fi. I'm going to investigate before I go somewhere. I'll be in a home probably rather than a hotel as well, which normally means you get better Wi-Fi because there's less people using it and there's less packet issues as well from your routers. But yeah, I think that's what I'll do. So if you've got any final thoughts, stick them in the chat. Gypsy looks good on me. Unbelievable. Pikeys. Jimmy Carr got in trouble when they tried to cancel him, which isn't, they're just complaining loudly because he made a joke about pikeys, gypsies. I didn't watch special actually. I probably will at some point, but just it's not even cancelling. It's just a few loud people on Twitter, and then the media get hold of it because journalism's lazy now. So they just go, "Oh, we'll just do this," or you get specific journalists who just look at that kind of journalism, which is gutter journalism. We'll just look at these lunatics online trying to make a loud noise, and we'll inflate that, and then it becomes a bigger story than it is. So no one's cancelling anyone. Go fuck yourself. Just one last question: is your crotch dry now? Kinda. It's a little bit damp, but it's not obvious now, and I'd forgotten about it. So thank you for reminding me. I'm going to stay in this and go to the store in this because I'm going to shower when I get back. I got a bath. I could take a bath and then a shower. How good would that be? My God, is hella dry. Dusty. Do you know what? I'm going to finish this beer and then I'm going to go. I know you've all, even if you'll go away, I'm going to talk to myself and finish this beer. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever. Yeah, well, as far as I understand, don't all women get dick pics and creeps in their inbox for the most part? Not that I'm saying it's okay, but yeah, it seems almost everyone I know gets it, and everyone that I see talk about it online get it. It's just like, yeah, dick pic central must be wild. Just constant, right? But just start, Chrissy. Honestly, just start. If they're inboxing you, just post their name and the screenshot of their what they've done. Just fuck them. Just don't even wait and see. Just do it immediately. If you're getting not like people vaguely hitting on you, you tell them to fuck off. But if someone's like sending you their dick and going suck my dick, then just fucking post it immediately and tag them so their family and friends and employers can see it as well. Yeah, I know. I know. There's a network of dick sharing going around. You got the thing is though, even reported to the police. Like we said this last night on Brock's thing, and this is Chris's get got stalker. Who's scary. Go to the police now anyway, even if they can't do anything or won't do anything now. Because if you wait and see, that's always the fucking murder podcast, right? So I didn't want to go to the police. Let's just. At what point do you go? Because you don't know if something does happen. If you get murdered, and I know it wouldn't help you, at least the police investigation is like, oh, yeah, it's this guy. We've got the evidence. It's probably this guy. I would just report it, and yeah, probably they probably won't do anything about messages and that kind of stuff. But if it's continued over time, then at least they know, right? And I know it doesn't necessarily protect you, and I know court injunctions don't really protect anyone because you can still just break it. Um, I would just get that get. I've listened to too many murder podcasts, Chrissy. Just send the information now. And say this is happening. This is the evidence. Blah blah blah. If you're genuinely scared, you can't sit on it and go, "Oh, I'm scared, but I'm not going to act because I'm scared." Because nothing helps because they could do something today, tomorrow. If you go to the police or not, nothing helps. I would just get that information over. I know I'm not in the situation, so it's your choice, but that's what I would suggest. But if he murders you and then fucks you, right? That will be annoying for your relatives or friends or snakes, right? That will be annoying, and I hope that doesn't happen. Obviously, yeah, I don't either. I don't want anyone here to get murdered. That would be most unfortunate. I think I'm probably the most likely, given my current location. Um, I'm a victim, but no, Chrissy, take care and don't feel like you have to put up, even with creeps. And don't feel you have to give them 5 warnings or six, 3 warnings. Give them one. Give them one. And the next time, public. There you go. Because the internet will take care of it, especially the creepy creeps, right? You'll see how quickly people will dox people and find out where they live and work and just send those screenshots and all that stuff. So it's funny. It's funny to watch when if it's legitimate, because I've seen it happen for non-legitimate reasons as well. But if you're getting creepy shit, and I believe you, don't sit on it. Fuck them. Don't fuck them. Yeah, anyone here being murdered would be bad. Unless I fall out with any of you and want to kill you, and then in which case it would be good. You know, it's probably not going to happen. I'm almost certainly not going to kill anyone. I might, but if everything falls apart in my life, I might just become a serial killer for a bit until I get caught. So yeah, but probably not you guys, right? You're nice. This is a wonderful group of women. I can't be forever women. Please don't die. Yeah, you do it for Kelly. Survive for Kelly. Silent. I'm leaving too much silence. I'm just kind of thinking. There you go. There's a cough to fill the silence. That was good. Yeah, feeding to the snakes, right? Chop them up into little bits. Acid. Woods. National park. Covered in meat and jam and sugar. Yeah, I've thought about doing stuff before, but I never have, and I'm glad I didn't. There was one period of time where I was having a real bad time, and I was close to, you know, not killing someone, but being in a situation where that might have happened. and I didn't, and I'm very glad I did I? Did I kill those 7 women in Napo's house? Um, yeah, I'm glad I didn't. I was in a tough spot in life, and I thought I would have to do certain things to get out of it. And I was close. I was close. I went out ready a couple of times. By the way, it wasn't to kill someone; it was to rob. Believe it or not, I went out to rob. Um, and I never did it, and I'm very happy that I never did it. My zoo, love free food. Yeah, exactly. Cut them up into the. If you carve the body up into the shape of your clitoris, your snake would love it, right? Bloody love it, even if it is backed up by a dry box. You know, the snake will be like, look at this. It's the mouse. The mouse is here, and there's 500 of them. 500 mouses. Abused, neglected. Oh, I've stolen loads of things. I've probably stolen things to the value of hundreds of thousands of pounds over the years, um, including obviously piracy. But yeah, physical things when I was younger, and food. When I've been in situations, if I've been hungry and poor, I've just walked into a shop and just taken food and walked out with that. I think it's fair. I think it's a fair thing to steal. Many years ago, I should imagine. I have somewhat got my life on track, although I still make several terrible mistakes financially. Then again, it look like a clit if you want a mail to find it. That's true. Camouflage. Listen, maybe yours is just in a really weird place, right? Don't have to go at the men. Maybe it's you. Maybe yours is on your back. Daily dates I stream to Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, and that Russian site, which I kind of had a problem with doing it, but then I set up an account anyway. VK. But when I log into it, I can never find the video, so I don't know what's happening over there. So if you are watching it from VK, I don't think I have any followers that I haven't promoted it. I don't know if I can use hashtags over there. I'll have to ask Doggy. Let me know. And also, if you're anywhere else like Twitch as well, definitely comment in the future. So the back of your throat, like the Deep Throat movie, right? Was that Linda Lovelace or someone? It was one of the films in the 70s, right? That was released at the cinema. Um, and it was very controversial because it's about a lady with a clitoris in her throat. I think maybe I've got. Maybe that's why I'm coughing now. Maybe I'm growing a clit in my throat. Or maybe it's a dick that only works with your clit. Not that dicks go in clits. I understand. I understand how it works. Yeah, yeah. They went after it, didn't they? Pretty bad. The press and I guess maybe governments. I don't know how much it got. It blew up. I know it was very controversial, that film. There's a dick for your clit. Rub it. Is this allowed on YouTube? I don't know. Who knows? Who cares? I haven't got any problems from YouTube for a while, actually. I got them a couple of times with music. When I got a copyright-free bit of music and tried to make an intro from it, and they fucking flagged it. But for content, they haven't flagged it at all, which is nice, actually. It's nice and surprising. They might do it one day if I can ever put it forward to the partner program, which will be a long way in the future, but they might then on a review. But I think that clear that it's under comedy, so you should be able to say some silly shit. And sometimes it's got a bit out of hand after several alcoholic drinks, you know. And I'll plead that in the case. I go, look, we were drinking for 9 hours. Basically, Chris has got some snake shit to do. Snake beard, clean water on the snake. He's back in his home. It's time to walk. Special K. He's taking ketamine. Is that what's going on? I haven't had that for a while. Ugh. Twice I've done K. Yeah, twice. I've been around it 3 times. The third time I was like, nah. And my friend was fucking a female comedian, which I will not name. She was banging it up her nose and thinking she was like, I'm fine. I was like, you're taking quite a lot of that cat, and I was taking coke, and she was like, I'm fine. I can handle it. And literally a minute later, she was just like on the floor and just couldn't get up to go to the toilet. Hilarious, hilarity ensued. I killed her. Kuma. Yeah, I've seen the picture of the Duke. I'm not very good with people's names, let alone pets' names. But I'll try and remember. Kuma the dog. And I'm good with people's names, but sometimes it takes me a while. Sometimes I have to meet them. I met George Willoughby. I don't know how many times because I was always drunk. Because this back in the day, we used to go to this open mic. You'd have to go on after the show, and maybe there'd be an open mic. So, normally I was trashed. So I must have met George 10 times. I don't know. And then one night I remember meeting him, and because sometimes he has a saxophone. And I'm like, you play saxophone? And he's like, yeah. And then I was like, I think I knew that. So I think when I met him, I'd met him 10 times before, but we were just so drunk. And I'm like, George. And yeah, when I got back from Edinburgh Festival 3 years ago, he was very helpful to me and gave me a little room or a spot every week to develop. And I think I did a little bit, just a little bit. Gotta keep working. This is the drinkathon, 9 hours. So episode 75, if anyone didn't know, I had enough time to work, to go home, to get hammered. You made me laugh, so I can move my point. I do. I remember getting mean. Brock got mean at some point. We forgot to tell him about cocktails. I think part of it was like, I haven't told him, but you know what? He drinks beer. So it was one of those things. But, we'll do Brock Tales one night. Brock Tales. And that was fun, actually. I think, especially when I get a better setup and when I'm back home or somewhere more stable, it will be fun to do something like a cocktail again. Maybe not for 9 hours, but that was fun to do a drink along. What about a cook along? We could do a cook along one day. Might be fun. We could do it with Hack. He cooks apparently. I'm going to go through. If Jamie can't sort himself out, I'll go and see Hack in the first instance, and then I'm sure we'll all be able to get together. Because until he kills his family, does the obliterator, hides his kids in an oil tank, and when they get pulled out for the rescue, it degloves them. So I like saying that. Deglove his children's arms. Then if you can't make social things, then no one else can help you. Yeah, I had a great time. It was one of those things that the two crazy ones that I loved this year were that and the birthday one. I would say. Just craziness. Well, you kind of know it's going to get wild, but they start off very calm. The birthday one with Andrist, I was drinking coffee at the start of that, but I hadn't eaten a fucking thing except a whole bowl of garlic soup because I couldn't say no. And it was nice until you got halfway. But that's all I had. I just didn't have time. And then I think 19 beers after that, which got weird. I do like the excitement of that though. So, it's going to be the good one. I will try and plan for the next time me and Jamie get together, especially at his place. I'll try and plan. I'll try and plan how technically what we'll do logistically because it was all very very rushed last time, like fucking normal. We were literally rushing and sweating and plugging stuff in, and then we started, and one of the mics didn't work and all that stuff. So logistically, I'll try and plan that and have all the technology working, so we can have all the kit set up, and we can maybe have you guys or guests on the big screen, maybe headphones. I don't know. I'll try and figure the whole thing out, like more of a studio setup. But it's just getting some time to think. because I'm slow. God damn it, slow. Yeah, but I'm glad you had a good time, Kelly. As did a lot of people. I think got a lot of positive feedback on that one, which is crazy, right? If you what we did when I saw the time the next day, I was like 9 hours and 17 minutes. It's a whole day of just idiots drinking and chatting shit, but it is fun. Um, I think in person that would almost be more difficult because I think if say 5 people were drinking in person for 9 hours, I think at some point they'll be like, should we just stop this and go and get some food, or let's go out or go to bed? There'll be more of like, can we? Someone's getting antsy in the room, but when you're kind of locked in, I think that helps it a bit. But I do want more in person stuff, and hopefully, if I make it to the festival, give me 1 second for a cough. Um, Me, Jamie, maybe some others you'll see. There'll be pre-records for the most part, but we might be able to get somewhere we can get 3 or 4 comics together in a room. And I think the dynamic is just so much better. It's way more natural. We're not relying on delays. I think it's natural for us to be sat around the table shit talking. As I found it with Jamie, I think when I was with him, it just makes the conversation better. You can have the banter better. You're not talking over each other. You get all the extra cues, like who's got their penis out, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I mean, it's a good chunk of a podathon. Me too. Me too. So that's the one where I get one comic on normally. I don't want to waste people's time, and it's just more of a chat, and it's more of an hour in and out, maybe two. I really like those because it's just me talking shit about comedy. It's boring stuff. Um, but I like the hang as well. So I'll get some more group stuff going. Maybe some new faces you haven't seen. Um, I know a ton of very funny people. Um, that will probably enjoy it. But it's just I don't get around to asking people, and then I have weird anxiety. But I'm trying to lose that and just let it go. A bit of Buddhism. There's got to be something. Let it go, man. That's got to be a tenet of Buddhism. Just so I can not worry about shit and just do, act, ask, talk, which is how I try and live my life anyway. Just coming to Brazil like this is a bit of that. It's a bit of like, I guess, post pandemic. I've just decided to do whatever the fuck I want. If it's possible and I want to do it, I'm going to do it. I'm not going to be held back by like, should I, shouldn't I, or that doesn't seem responsible. No, let's go. And for everything that I do, I want to do it. So whether or not it ends up in a big sack, and then if I'm 65 and I'm like, well, none of that really worked out that well, I can just go, well, I did it, and I'm still bloodlessly thumbing my penis around, or thumbing my bloodless penis around. That's what I can say to myself. So, cheers to you. Is this ice ready, Cat? Is your ice ready? What's going on? You got an ice maker in your fridge, yeah? That's what I would assume. Oh fuck. So I'm just pressing. I shouldn't be distracting myself. I was in a message and I started deleting stuff. Yeah, Doggy told us never to go over an hour really on the Dykes Manor. We did 8 hours. We would have gone for 10, I think, on that day on the Andrews one. But I think it was a special occasion, and we'll do that every year. By the way, me and Jamie will do that every year. We'll do a birthday drinker. You'll get in. I think every couple of months, but then I thought, the 50th was the original, right? So I thought the 75th we have to do something. So that 100th episode is going to be a drinker. You know that. That should, time wise, as long as I more or less stick to one a week, it should be around Christmas time as well. So it might be fun. In addition, there will be Halloween episodes of this and of Dykes and Man. So one of them, this one will probably be mind you, if we're getting outfits on, you might as well go a bit longer. So they'll probably be both longer. They'll be like maybe 2 days straight or something. One of Dykes and Man, and the next day a new costume and last rites right over Halloween. I'd like one of those to be in person, maybe as well. Uh, Christmas stuff, there'll be lots of that. But yeah, every 25 episodes for sure. Yeah, I think every 25 episodes there should be a drinker, a stinker. It might even be where I get a, more like a podathon as well, where I invite like 20 comics and we just rotate people in and out. If want to come for an hour or 5 minutes. I did think about that for the last couple. I invited people during the Andrew's birthday one, but they obviously I'm asking people at the time when they've got plans. So I need to be a bit more active about that as well. So yeah, all that quite 4 to 6 people on is pretty good as well. You can have a bit of a hang. Um, yeah, lots of options. Oh, and actual live shows as well in terms of being in a venue. Do the podcast live. We get a little table. We get 3 or 4 comics up, and we just talk shit and then fuck with the audience a bit and get them to come up and do a little talent show or whatever. Just something weird. Yeah, I'm still picking mics on me. Let's go fuck yourself. I did think by the end of the year, but the year's going so quickly. There's so much to do. I don't know. Maybe next year, next summer or something, we could do something like that. Or if Napo can organise something with his contacts, we could do like a Mind Dog Last Rites thing on one of my trips out in a little space and just make it interactive and fun, live, which might be good. Just like a hard hour or 2 hours, let's do it. A few drinks, get in there, have some fun, go a bit mad, try and get shot. Whose pants, Chrissy? Whose pants are gone? That's what I want to know. God, I've gone another 20 minutes. I'll try and wrap it up in 2 hours. I know this happened before and did 3:45. You fucks. You're not doing it to me. No, really, look at the state of me. I need to go to the store and buy shit and then come back, shower, admin, all that stuff. So, yeah, 10 more minutes. Well, I'm sorry for that. I'm really sorry for that, Chrissy. You're all being a bit mad now. There's clearly a WhatsApp group going on in the background. One of my Brazilian friends, she showed me a WhatsApp, and they also shared dicks that they like as well with the guys that they're fucking. But also they'll send pictures of them fucking the guys as well. They're like, "Look at this dick in my pussy from behind." And I was like, "You sharing this stuff?" It's like, "Yeah, it's just our friends. We've just always been like that." It's like, "Okay, fine, that's fine." Yeah, you dirty WhatsApp bastards or messenger bastards. I don't think boys really do that as much. We don't really share too much information. Some do. I don't tell her. I don't tell a fucking soul about a thing. That's why you don't hear anything. Really. I don't tell anyone about a thing. And it might, even if I get married, that might be the case as well. I'm like, just shut the fuck up. No social media, and just like, you'll never know until one day I'm at home and someone hands me a beer. What are you calling bullshit on? Gentleman? No, I'm not a gentleman. I am not a gentleman. No, it's no one's fucking business. I think, and I was always naturally shy as a kid, so I never introduced like girls to my parents or anything ever. They met 2. One I was with for many years, and the other I was with a few years. So yeah, I never said a fucking word apart from that. Oh, yeah, something, yeah, but not. I think it's less of them that share more graphic stuff. I think. So when you're younger, you're like, fucked. Look at this one. But no, I don't really share a thing. I don't really get shared with about things. So sometimes one of my friends will say, "I've been seeing this girl, blah 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 blah," and that'd be it. sometimes I go, well, dump her then, get rid of her, or don't worry about it. Just sometimes just a bit of advice. But yeah, for me, I don't, I don't share any of that stuff. I did send my dick to Jamie last week though during the podcast. Yeah, but information on the whole is shared though, isn't it? Even within relationships and stuff. And I never used to be comfortable about that. So fucking stop telling your friends stuff, you weirdo. But now I don't care. So tell anyone what you want. I don't give a shit. Doesn't Nothing worries me now in that way. So I don't care. You tell them whatever you like. Yeah, when I was younger, I didn't like it. I don't know why. But the weird one was that fucking psycho that would tell her mum, "Yeah, we just have sex just now, right now, mummy. Yeah, we just had sex right now. We just finished." What? You doing that for? Very odd behaviour. That's because you're classy, Chrissy. The rest of these ladies are hooers. But yeah, did I say that on there? I know she was fucking nuts, as guys. Oh my god, I can't say everything I want to say, but I ended it in a real bad way. But she was mad. She was quite mad. But I did not like her fucking phoning her mum in front of me and telling her about us fucking. I was like, what are you doing, you psychopath? But, I got rid of that one in a real nasty way. I didn't kill her. What I saw wasn't a full pussy pic, but it was a picture of a dick going in her from behind. But also different culture, right? As well. I think people are a bit more open here, although not everyone's like that. And this particular friendship group, I think, was just very open. And after I thought about it, I thought, you know what? Yeah, it's whatever you need to be doing. It's your little group. No one will see what I get up to, so. Spunk isn't as pineapple as Dad's. It's weird. I was in phenomenal running shape at the time. I was in the year that I did the marathon. But I would get up and go for a run and then go back and, have to have sex with her. God. But I remember one day, I might have told this before, we were driving a couple of 100 miles to a friend's birthday. A group of us. Someone was coming to pick me and her up, and another couple was picking us up. And I went out for a run that morning. And during the run, I was like, fuck this, I'm out. During the run, it just came to me. I was like, nah, I'm done. And then got back, and there were issues and all this. So I was like, but then I was like, I can't do it now because we're literally on the way. We have to go to this party together, all of us. I'm sat in the car. Are you okay? Are you okay? I'm fine. I'm absolutely fine the whole way. Now we go and get burgers and beer and all that stuff on the way. Are you sure you're okay? I'm fine. I'm fine. Don't worry about it. Then the whole birthday. Are you okay? Every 10 minutes. Yeah, I'm fine. And I wasn't going to do it that day at all because I thought it's just too awkward, right? You're in a public thing. But then what happened was I drank an obscene amount of booze. And when I was really drunk, I did it then. I was like, yeah. We were sharing a tent together, like camping. I was like, yeah, we don't want to do this anymore, you know? And then she was crying and all that stuff. No, I have talked about it before. And then I don't know, in the night, she just started, she started it. So and then I made it very clear after that again. I was like, we're still, we're done. And that then caused some problems, which, all right, it's not the most ideal thing I did. But, I was in a tent in the middle of the night drunk and I didn't initiate anything. No, she was already mad before that, but yeah, I understand why after. But she started it, And if I was like, okay, sure, we'll do this. But then after, I was like, this doesn't undo all the other stuff. And then we had to do this weird thing the next day with lift home. We had to swap people in different cars so we weren't together. But it was for the best. It was for the best. It wasn't done in the best way, but hey, I was a lot younger. I was a lot drunker, and and then she walked into an office I was working in and threw a pair of socks at my face in front of everyone. Just a pair of socks hit me in the face and fell on the floor. And then she walked out very angry, clearly angry. And then some full of office, everyone looked around and went and just didn't say anything. And one guy just went, "Well, that was weird." And I just remember that being a very embarrassing, but one that I couldn't do anything about. I was like, "Well, I'm here at work, and I've had socks thrown in my face, so." Well, listen. If as it was happening, she would have gone, "I'll stop being a mad cunt as well. I'll stop being a fucking psychopath." Then I would have gone, "Sure, this is fine." Um, and there's some other things I could say, but I'm not going to because I'll come across as worse. But I don't think it was that bad morally. I think it was just if I was sober, I have to say I would have gone, get off me, you get off. But I was drunk, and I let it happen. But anyway, she's fucking nuts, and I hear she's had a baby now. So congratulations. May you be happy forever. I don't know what I'm looking at. There's nothing to look at. What am I doing? Just inspecting things. The chat's here, right? Good. Over here is nothing. I'm just going, yeah, yeah. Down here, there's another little box. I'm in a big box here and a little box here. And there's the chat. So there's no reason for me to do this. Maybe I'm nervous because Chris is shouting at me for the way that a very short relationship that was counted in days ended 8 years ago. Plus, it was a rebound thing. That was the rebound relationship for me after my fucking 6-month breakdown. This was like the summer after that. It was kind of like, can I? Or she seems nice. And then one of my friends kind of pushed us into it because they were friends. Yeah. I think it's one of the things that was needed, but was ultimately a mistake, I'd say. What can I say? What can I say? Right, I've been going 2 hours. I'm going to stop. No, no, obviously, yeah, I know, yeah. I mean, she was probably drunk as well, to be honest. So it's probably like a bad decision on her part as well, and of mine. And it was like, I think I'd passed out and then was woken up to fumblings. So I was like, okay. I probably didn't even know who it was. I probably didn't even know who it was. I was like, whatever, okay, do that. And then I think, yeah, there must have been a moment, 10 minutes after, where I had some clarity. I was like, oh shit, no. Yeah, it was. I didn't behave well. She didn't behave well. It wasn't the most advisable relationship. And as I said, as far as I know, she has a baby and a family now. So chaos theory suggests that needed to happen for her to have the baby, not mine. All right, boys and girls, or girls and girls and girls and girls. Have a great afternoon. Or yeah, I guess it's still afternoon for you guys. Have a nice afternoon. Take care of yourselves and each other. Chrissy, watch out for these pervs. All right, try and realize when you need to get to a point where you need to do something. For both the more serious and the least serious. Thank you very much. Kat, go and have some cocktails. Nice. Kelly, enjoy your work or whatever you're doing today. While I'm staying off the booze, I think I'm gonna take a bath like a lady. That's what I'm gonna do, like a lady. But take it easy. Thanks for joining in and all that. And I'll be back. Hopefully it will be Tuesday, but it depends what Jamie's doing about Drake's a Man. Tuesday or Thursday, probably with someone on. So it'll be a conversation rather than me just talking to you guys. So, all right, thanks as always. have a nice day. See you on Twitter, no doubt. And if in doubt, rub one out.